I know. I liked it, and then I messed it up. Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing a 16th note grid exercise focused on rolls. Typically when we're talking about a grid exercise, what we're talking about is you have a bar of a check pattern, 16 notes in this case, and then you can play almost any kind of rudiment or figure on top of that you want. You can put flams, accents, crescendos, decrescendos. Today we're going to focus on rolls. Namely, we're going to focus on 4 different types of rolls. We're going to do single diddles, 5-stroke rolls, 7-stroke rolls, and then 4-stroke rolls at the end of it. So the biggest benefit of this exercise is that it lets us feel what it's like to start a roll on a different part of the beat. So we may start it on the actual beat, we may start it on the E, on the and, or on the any different part of the 16th note. It's also going to let our dominant hand and our weak hand get experience starting these rolls, so we get a wide variety of skill sets in this exercise. So be sure to listen carefully as we're playing this exercise to your diddles, making sure that they're even and in time. Really focus on the metronome pulse. What I'm going to do today and what I recommend doing is putting your metronome on an 8th note pulse. That way you can really focus on letting your right hand play along and have everything be even and intentional as you play this. So the exercise is broken down into 4 different parts. The first part we're about to play is going to focus on single diddles. And this is going to be a breakdown of each 16th note within a beat. So the first time we play it through, you're going to have it on the beat itself, then you're going to have it on the E, then the and, then the So let's play it through a couple times and you'll see what I mean. Alright, good job. So the next section is going to be focusing on 5-stroke rolls. And it's going to go ahead and start everything on the same beat you just did. So the roll may start on the beat, on the E, the and, or the We'll be doing basically 2 diddles back to back. So it's going to sound like this. For any of you who are confused at this point about why we're calling them 5-stroke rolls, eventually we get to 7-stroke rolls, let me clarify that a little bit. So any given roll is going to be called by a number because when you take it out of the context, so out of the context of the exercise or out of a piece of music you're written in, what we're talking about is the number of times that the stick, whether it's singles or doubles in this case, bounces and creates a roll. So if we slow it down, you get something that would sound like this. You can count them out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or if we do 7-stroke rolls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Speed them up, you get a more typical roll sound. You can count along, count to 5 as that happens, or count to 7. So when we put those rolls back into the music, it often sounds like just random rolls. But in reality, the person playing them wants to know exactly how many times the bounce needs to happen and which hand is going to be doing the bouncing so that everything sounds intentional and even and in time. So back to the exercise. Let's go ahead and play the second section here. This is going to be our 5-stroke rolls. Go ahead and play along with me. Alright, great job. Let's go ahead and jump into the next section, the third section. This is going to be 7-stroke rolls. As we do this though, let's talk about tempo a little bit. So as you're playing these rolls and they're getting longer and longer, it's going to be crucial that you make sure you choose the right tempo. Playing it too fast means you're going to be focused on just getting through the exercise and keeping up, and you're not going to be focusing on the sound you're creating and on the evenness of your diddles throughout each roll. So think about the longer roll sections, the 7-stroke rolls, and eventually we'll get to what we call a section we're going to call long rolls. That should dictate what tempo you're going to be playing at. Today we're playing at a tempo of 86 beats a minute. Don't be afraid to take this a little slower on your own if you need to. And as you speed it up, think about those longer rolls and can you complete those longer rolls at that tempo? Because if you can't, you're doing yourself a disservice. So slow it down a little bit, do it right, and then as your muscles build, as your chops build, you'll be able to speed this up and have some fun with it. Okay, last section. This is the section where we're going to be playing what we call long rolls. After about 2 full beats or so, they just actually kind of stop numbering the rolls. Otherwise you'd be getting to 30, 32, 36 beat rolls. They usually stop numbering after around 13, 15 short rolls, and we just start calling them long rolls. Just kind of fits whatever section of music or exercise you're playing. So this is going to be a little bit shorter. So all we're doing is playing 1 bar of rolls starting on the right hand and then 1 bar of rolls starting on the left hand. Again, it gives your dominant hand and your weak hand, whichever ones those may be, a chance to go ahead and start these long rolls. Alright, here we go. Let's try them out. Alright, now we've got all 4 sections individually. Let's go ahead and combine them. Now this is a little bit of a longer exercise, so it's going to take a little bit of focus. So take a deep breath before we get going. Make sure you focus on your metronome. Keep your right hand right along with that 8-note pulse, okay? Here we go. Let's try it out. Alright everybody, thanks for being here today. I hope you had fun. Please feel free to like and subscribe. If you like what you're seeing here and you want to see more, there's also that little notifications bell, so if you want to know when we upload, go ahead and hit that. We're going to be uploading on Tuesdays and Saturdays as of right now, so check in often. About twice a week we'll be uploading for you some instructional videos. We'll go ahead and do some play-along videos as well. So if you have any ideas on what you want to see, or you're just liking things, or you want to get more ideas or feedback, leave those notes in the comments for me. I'll be sure to respond for you. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.